moment you say Ra, the Akshara Ra, the Lord comes and besieges your heart. So kind of him, because he expects you to say Rama. So kind the Lord is, so kind that Rama has come into the world. Kausalya janayat Ramam sarva lakshana samyutam Vishnurardham mahabhagam putram aikshvaka vardhanam Kausalya shushubhetena putrena amita tejasa yathavarena devanam aditihi vajrapanina. I am jealous of Dashratha. Some of us don't have one good son. He had 4 good sons. Clap for him. Every time I read the Ramayana, my eyes sting with tears. How thankless, ungrateful our children are. What Shakespeare calls pelican children. The pelican mother cuts herself open down her chest and bleeds, and the children feed on that blood. They want to drink the blood of their mother and survive. The mother dies. That's why he calls them children who are thankless are called pelican children by Shakespeare. Most of our children are pelican. They don't bother about us. They don't care for us. As we grow older, they have no time for us. They can only tell us how much money we want. But we don't want money. We want love. We want time. We want concern. We want care. We want affection. That is what we want. The Ramayana is telling us how different Sri Rama and his brothers are. I can understand Sri Rama being so loving. But who is the next one? The other fellow is called Bharata. Who asked him to go to the forest? His mother wanted him to be a king. But he says, I am also going. When the eldest brother goes for a heart operation, the younger one does puja so that he doesn't come back. And I get his property also. All brothers are meeting in lawyers' chambers only nowadays. Tera, tera, mera, mera. Everybody is only quarreling about money. Here is Bharata telling the Lord, point, counterpoint, master. 14 years I will live outside the capital. I will not wear silken clothes. I will not wear diamond jewelry. I will wear bark garment and matted hair like you and eat roots and fruits. The Lord is touched. He is not only touched by his emotion, he is touched by Bharata's emotion also. That is Bharata. What about Lakshmana? Who asked him to go to the forest? In Kaikeyi's document, there is no mention of Lakshmana at all. Justice Vishwanatha will agree with me. It is not there in her documents, sir. Lakshmana is not mentioned. But Lakshmana says, I am following. Where? 14 years. He doesn't even consult his wife. He goes to his divine mother who says, go quickly. Why? You're not losing anything in the bargain. Your father is Rama, your mother is Sita, and the forest is Ayodhya. Go, my son, she says. Go, my son. That is the other brother. I can understand Shatrughna. At least he can live happily. If 2 brothers are sitting opposite each other, one is diabetic, the other fellow eats rasgulla in his presence. How heartless of you. Unake sugar na panto, karma. You want to eat rasgulla, eat it in your home. He may have diabetes, but he has a sweet tongue like you. Don't do this. Don't be heartless. Don't be heartless, unconcerned. It is that thick skin which I call superdermis. I hope I'm allowed to call it superdermis. No? Insensitivity. No. Shatrughna says, me too. I am not going to stay in the capital, Lord. I am going to be with Bharata outside the capital. Outside the capital. 14 years pass by. The Lord has come to Bharadwaja's ashrama, and the Lord calls our Superman, first Superman, Hanumanji, and says, Hanuman, yes, Swami, please go quickly to tell Bharata that I have arrived. Yes, Swami. If you find Bharata attached to the kingdom, please take a transit visa and come back. Hanumanji says, are you testing me or Bharata, Swami? Who are you testing? How can I expect a brother of Sri Rama to be attached to the kingdom? This is the kingdom of givers, my dear listeners, the kingdom of givers. The whole dynasty is kingdom of givers. This is a family in which Dilipa went as an attendant to a cow. Can you imagine a king going as an attendant to a cow because of the promise made to a cow. This is the kindness that this great family has. There is a simple joke by the commentators and the speakers of the Ramayana. When Vibhishana comes later on, Sri Rama is going to tell Lakshmana, please crown him. Hey Swami, the battle is not over. Already you're crowning him. You want him to become the king of Lanka. What happens if Ravana comes tomorrow? What do you give? Sri Rama says, Bharata will give Ayodhya to him. Don't worry, we don't want kingdoms. We don't want kingdoms. That shows that they are a family of givers. Each brother is excelling the other in giving. Are you not jealous of this family? I am jealous. I am jealous of Dashratha. At that old age, ripe old age, 4 stalwart sons. One is better than the other. One is better than the other in giving, and giving gracefully, without a scowl. I always say, when somebody steals your cross pen, you're so cross. No? Small little thing. What does it matter if somebody took your pen away? The heavens are not going to fall. We can't part with anything. And yet when the last moment comes, we have to give everything and go. Aayega jabre bulawa hari ka. Aayega jabre bulawa hari ka. Chhod ke sab kuch jana padega. Everything has to be given up. Everything has to be given up when the last call comes from above. How gracefully the... Okay. Coming. How gracefully the brothers of the Ayodhya kingdom give up, says the Ramayana. Whenever I think of the 4 brothers, each one has a name which is significance. Kausalya shushubhetena putrena amita tejasa yatha varena devanam aditihi vajrapanina. The second brother is called Bharata. Bharata means 2 things. One is Bharana Bharata. When you go to Guruvayur, sometimes there's an interminable queue up to the pandal. And quickly, sometimes they, like in Tirupati, they push you, and you come away. Again, you want to see one glimpse of the Lord. If you're short like me, you can't see the Lord. If you're tall, I can understand. Again, you want to see the Lord. Again, you want to see the Lord. When will you see Sandra Ananda Avabodhatmakam Manupamitam Kala Desha Vadibhyam Nirmuktam Nityamuktam Nigamashata Sahasrena Nibhastyamanam Aspashtam Drishtamatre Punaruru Purusharthatmakam Brahmatattvam Tattavat Bhati Sakshat Guru Pavanapure Hanta Bhagyam Jananam. You want to see him again and again. You go to Bihari, you want to see him again and again. You go to Tirupati, you want to see him again and again. And the gopis of Vrindavan say, Krishna, you go for grazing cattle in the morning. We wait till the evening. Every moment is a gaping eternity. Atatiyat Bhavan. Atatiyat Bhavan Krishna Anikananam Tiryugayate Krishna Vama Pashyata Hilaguntaram Krishna Srimukhanchate Udikshata Krishna Pakshmadrasham. Why did the Lord Brahma allow us to blink our eyes, wink our eyes? We want to look at you unblinking. Even one moment is like a yuga. Trutir yugayate Krishna tvam apashyatam. 14 long years Bharata could not see the Lord. Someone whom he loved so much. I envy Lakshmana because Lakshmana is never separated from Rama. Even Mother Sita is separated, not Lakshmana. Lakshmana is very happy. That is why he is known as Lakshmano Lakshmi Vardhanaha. And what is his Lakshmi? Kainkarya Lakshmi. Kainkarya is the form of Kinkara. What does Kinkara mean? Kim karomi, kim karomi. What can I do? What can I do? That is what the servant asks. And today's servant does not do what you want him to do. That's why he is not a Kinkara at all. Half the time we are complaining more about servant than about husbands. Housewives, why can't you clap? Are we not all the time complaining about this servant, that servant, that servant? But Lakshmana was the most obedient servant in the world, most obedient servant. Lakshmano Lakshmi Vardhanaha. Kainkarya Lakshmi he had, day in and day out. They say that he had a line, according to the Govindaraji Vyakhyana, Lakshmani Paramamangala Sri Rama Seva Suchaka Hastarekhadini Yasya Saha Lakshmanaha. He had a rekha. He had a line in his palm which said he is bound to serve Sri Rama. What a rekha. Imagine. What a line in his palm. How blessed he is. How blessed he is. The Bhagavata, the Ramayana have such deep meanings. And who is Shatrughna? I hope you know the first coronation of Sri Rama was a failure. The first coronation of Sri Rama was planned by Dasharatha, who is an uxorious husband, Zoruka Gulam. He is overcome by female charm, as Milton put it. He is his wife's slave, bound by sensuousness. One who is bound by sensuousness cannot crown Sri Rama. Only the fourth brother, what is his name? Shatrughno Nitya Shatrughnaha. Shatrughno Nitya Shatrughnaha. Shatrughna has no enemy whom he cannot conquer. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. He has conquered all of them. That is why at the end of the battle, when everybody comes back to Ayodhya, it is he who says, Vasishtha, sage Vasishtha, call people, get all the river waters, get all the sea waters, and we will crown Sri Rama. That shows only a pure man can crown the Lord as the master of the world. That is Shatrughna. The four of them come into the world, and as they come into the world, they have to be given names, and they have been given names by whom? Vasishta Paramuprito Namani Kritavantada. Vasishta has a little episode behind him. Vasishta is Lord Brahma's son. Lord Brahmaji's son. He goes to Brahma and tells him, I want to pursue the path of the Supreme Brahman. I want to pursue the path of the Parabrahma. I want to be like the Sanat Kumara. I want to be a Jnani. Brahmaji says, I have an option for you. What is that? Will you become a Purohita in the solar dynasty? Purohita I don't want. I want to be on a higher level, not Pujari. I want to be a Jnani, knowing the Paramatma, the formless form, the one that cannot be attained by the mind or seen by the eye, heard by the ear, all that high philosophy. Brahmaji says, I have an option, please listen carefully, don't say no. I'll give you the elaboration of the option. You will be a Purohita in the solar dynasty, and the Parabrahma will be the Lord Rama, who will be your student. You will hold his hand and make him write the alphabet. He will play with your beard. He'll pull your nose and play with your cheek. You will hold his hand and take him round the Patashala. Would you like this or not? Vasishta says, I want it, master. I want it. I want to be the teacher of the Lord, the master of the world. If only he can hold my hand and I can take him round the Patashala. Imagine the Parabrahma playing with your beard. How happy the old man must be. Pulling his nose and pulling his cheeks and making him write Ayuna, Rulaka, all the alphabet. Holding the hand of the Lord, who is the master of Vidya. How happy today Vasishta is. That is why commentators say, Vasishta Paramo, Vasishta Paramaprito Namani Kritavantada. Everybody is given food. Brahmanan bhojayamasa pauran janapadan api. Everybody is happy. Everybody is given food. Everybody is enjoying celebration. And my dear lady listeners, it's such a lovely wonder that these children, the moment they are born, they grow up. And the moment they grow up, they become graduates. The moment they become graduates, they are gold medalists. How do you like it? Today, if there is one person you are looking for, my dear ladies, is a tuition teacher. You're wondering, where will the children get tuition teachers? One day, I went to Kuwait. The Katha, the first day, there were very few ladies. I said, why? They're preparing with their children for the exams. The mother is more tense than the child. That is what it is. But look at the way these ladies are relaxing. The Ramayana says all of them became Parangatas, all of them were great archers, they were great students. How were they? Sarve Veda Vidashura, Sarve Lokahite Rata, Sarve Jnanopasampanna, Sarve Samudita Gunaihi. Everybody is very good at his studies. How lovely. Sometimes one child is the gold medalist, the third does not cross the borders of the school at all. No? He is a dropout too. This happens in every home. But here all four of them, very good at archery, very good at studies, very good at behavior. But, among them, the most favorite one of the king was Sri Rama. Tesham api mahateja, Rama satya parakramaha, ishta sarvaloka sarvasya lokasya, shashanka iva nirmalaha. Like the moon, pure, spotless, that is how he was. He is very happy. He is very happy with Sri Rama because Rama is an expert in everything. Dhanurvede cha nirataha, pitri shushrushane rataha. Yesterday, both Justice Vishwanath Ayerji and Chief Justice Manjulaji, both of them were mentioning personal relationship. Let me tell you, my dear listeners, there is no sentiment now in the world between father and child, between brother and brother, between husband and wife, between friend and friend. Sentiment seemed to be weakness. There was a time when sentiment was strength, my dear listeners. Sentiment was strength. It's no more a strong point. That's why none of you clapped. Your clap or lack of clap exposes you. 50 years I have been speaking and I know whether my audience agrees with me or not. Very sensitive to you I am. You are not sensitive to me. You understand? We think, don't be sentimental. Because if you express your sentiment, people exploit your sentiment. No. Sentiment is strength. The Lord is sentimental. Krishna is sentimental. Rama is sentimental. We have to be sentimental. Sentiment is strength, my dear listeners. Dikshidhar Maharaj used to describe how the Lord loved his father. You know, Dasharatha, very old when he got the child. And the child grew up. The Lord was very lovely. I told you, he is so handsome that he wins the hearts of men. You can imagine what happened to women. Pumsam mohana rupaya punya shlokaya mangalam. And the Lord had a very lovely gait, a royal gait and a royal demeanor and a very pleasant expression. So the Lord would be called by Dasharatha. Dasharatha would sit in an empty court, please remember, in an empty court and say, Rama, please come. And Rama would come walking. Swagatam Rama. Swagatam Rama. Sharanam Rama. Swagatam Rama. Sharanam father's feet, bow down and say, Father, this is Rama bowing down to you. Did you call me? No. I don't think I called you. I don't think I called you. Why? Because he wants Rama to turn round. He wants to admire the lovely hair of the Lord. the beautiful back of the Lord, the lovely gait of the Lord. You want to admire the anklets of the Lord, the girdle of the Lord, and as Sri Rama goes up to the gate, he's watching him. And when he reaches the gate, he says, I think, Rama, I remember calling you. He would say that, and the Lord would come back. This ritual was repeated several times in the day. If the modern child is asked by the father to do this, he will ask, Dad, you're okay? Shall I call the doctor? Because no sentiment. After the child is 14, after the boy is 14, he has secrets only for his mother. His father is forgotten. I want your children to grow with you like Rama and Dasharatha, my dear children. Learn to love them. Be with them, be happy with them. Make them understand you as a friend. Otherwise you'll be strangers forever. Most of the children communicate to the father through the mother. She's helplessly communicating, although she would love the child and father to talk to each other and face each other's emotions. They don't want to. This is where Pitra Shushrushana Dhanurvede cha nirataha Pitra Shushrushane rataha. When you have 4 children, they generally pair off. 2 together. Rama and Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. Balyat pravriti susnigdho Lakshmano Lakshmivardhanaha Ramasya loka Ramasya Bhratur Jeshtasya Nityasaha Sarva Priyagarattasya Ramasya Pisharirataha Lakshmano Lakshmi Sampanno Bahi Prana Ima Paraha. If I ask you, where is your prana? You will say, here. If you ask Rama, where is your prana? Bahi Prana Iva Paraha. He was the prana. Lakshmana was the prana for Sri Rama. Prana. Bahi Prana Iva Paraha. We have a prana inside. Rama had a prana outside. And that is why when Lakshmana falls into a dead swoon on the battlefield, he says, we can get wives everywhere, but we cannot get a brother like you, Lakshmana. Cannot get a brother like you. If you want to learn about brotherhood, read the Ramayana. If you want to know about personal relationship, read the Ramayana. Every time I read the Ramayana, I become more sensitive. Sensitive to other people, sensitive to my faults also. I realize how many faults I have and where I have gone wrong in my personal relationship. Whenever the Lord wants to eat something and his mother brings him some nice food, he says, I will not eat until Lakshmana comes. He will not sleep until Lakshmana comes. According to the Alvars, Lakshmana is Adishesha. There are some people who cannot sleep without their pillow. They carry their pillow wherever they go. That is Lakshmana. That is how Lakshmana has to be there with the Lord when the Lord goes to bed. Similarly, Bharata is attached to Shatrughna. These two make 2 lovely pairs. All the time they are together. Whenever Sri Rama goes a hunting, just behind him he finds that Lakshmana is following him. Yada hi hayamarudho mragayam yati raghavaha tadainam prishtato abhyeti sadhanu paripalayan. Bodyguard. Wherever Sri Rama goes, Lakshmana is the bodyguard. That is how he follows the Lord. And with the dhanush, not without arms, but with arm, because he is protecting Sri Rama. When all the children have grown up, there's only one problem now. I tell my audience, if you have daughters, don't worry. They'll go as problems for someone else. But if you have sons, please worry. Suppose I bless you. May you get daughters-in-law like Tataka and Shurpanaka. Justice Vishwanath Ayirji will never call me for Katha again. He'll say, you're very unpopular as a preacher because you've blessed people with Tataka and Shurpanaka as a daughter-in-law. Who is the daughter-in-law? The one who keeps the house together is a daughter-in-law. She's the one who keeps the household together. And today, there are daughters-in-law whose first condition is, get your parents out. And only then I will enter in. I found a boy, very nice girl he found. Her first condition was, unless we stay alone, I will not marry you. He said, no, I cannot leave my parents. I clapped for him. How can you throw away your parents? Doesn't matter, like Hindustan, Pakistan, let them stay in 2 apartments, but please have them next to you. Your attachment to your father cannot detach you from them when your wife enters. You cannot do. They are not mutually exclusive phenomenon. Love is something that can multiply. Love is not money that gets divided. Love is something that multiplies. You can give your wife the same love. You can give your parents also the same type of love. You can give the same amount or quantity of love. But here is the Lord's father wondering, oh God, 4 sons and 4 daughters-in-law, from where will they come? That is the big question. When the king is worried, the praja is also worried. Because in the Ramayana, every private issue becomes a public matter. I hope you understand. What happens to an ordinary Londoner does not matter to UK. But what happens in Buckingham Palace matters to everyone. Because the private affair becomes a public matter. That is why everybody is looking at that focus, that main center point called the royal family. Now everybody is worried. 4 sons, 4 daughters-in-law, 4 sons, 4 daughters-in-law. Oh God, from where will they come? Imagine finding 4 daughters-in-law. I have a child. The Lord has given me several children all over the world. So one child sends me an SMS, Amma, just as every lock has a key, every problem has a solution. I like the way it was described. When they make a lock, they make a key. Similarly, God gives a problem, there must be a solution. And when Dasharatha is worried, throughout the Ramayana, my dear listeners, the word dharma is very important, sir. The word dharma is very important. The gods in heaven know that the avatara karya has started. Pushpa vrishtir mahanyasi devadunduvi nisvanai shankadunduvi nirghosha prayate tu mahatmani. Wherever Rama goes, Lakshmana goes along with him. The great Muni, Rama and Lakshmana. Vishwamitro yayavagre tato Ramo mahayasha kakapakshadharo dhanvi tamcha saumitri anvaga. 3 of them are owing. And as they go into the forest, all of us know, throughout the Ramayana, we are told about tapasya at every moment. For everything you need a little bit of tapas. You need a little bit of penance. Whether it's a doctor, whether it's an engineer, whether it's a preacher, whether it's a politician, whoever it is, whichever profession you follow, there should be a little bit of spirituality in you. The Lord is now being given a mantra. What does the mantra do? The mantra saves you from fatigue. The mantra saves you from oversleepiness. The mantra is a kavacha. Mananat trayate iti mantra. What is the etymological meaning of mantra? That which saves you when you chant it. Today mantra is given on the internet also. I tell you, I hope newspaper reporters won't mind it. But a group of newspaper reporters came to me and I was in the Kumbh Mela. And they said, Didi means Akka, Chechi. Please tell us, can we give mantra on the internet? I said, I know you're involving in a big crisis because one of the Mahatmas had given a mantra on the internet.